I got another banger for you guys. Stay tuned. Guys, welcome to the Mr. Bubbles channel, where we dish out awesome pressure washing business advice to beginners. And I got a great episode for you guys today. But before we get into all of that, quick announcement. Today's actually Friday, and we only got 3 days left for our promotion that we're running right now. It's a free business in a box. Mr. Bubbles business in a box. As you guys know, that business in a box comes with over 500 files, guys, including over 300 before and after pictures that you guys can use for all your social medias, your website, your Google My Business. And guess what, guys? Your business in a box has all of my blueprints that I've ever created, a bunch of marketing material, training modules. Guys, it truly is a business in a box. And in order to qualify for that free business in a box, all you got to do is sign up to the Mr. Bubbles membership here through YouTube. Underneath this video here, you're going to see a button that says join. Guys, the membership is $5 a month. I mean, come on, guys. That's your tuition. The $5 a month is essentially your tuition to the Mr. Bubbles Power Washing Academy, this virtual trade school that we got going on here, where we teach you how to build a rig and how to get customers for your pressure washing business. We teach you about pricing, the ins and outs of the pressure washing business. So make sure you sign up, because also, guys, a lot of you don't know this. We have a lot of videos on the channel that don't show up on your feed right now because they are members only video. We're up to, I think, 21 or 22 videos that are only for members, including episode 56, where we teach you guys how to optimize your Google My Business. Absolutely the most important video on my channel. A lot of you guys have not even seen that video because, again, it's not available to you because you're not a member yet. So make sure you sign up, because you only got 3 days. And by the way, guys, that Mr. Bubbles business in a box has like a $200 value. So if you do the math on that, you're paying $60 a year for the membership. That's 3 years right there, guys, of your membership on the house, and you get this great resource that is the Mr. Bubbles business in a box. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. We're talking about 10 things that I would do if I had to start a pressure washing business today. Actually, let me read you guys here real quick. So the genesis of today's episode comes from one of you guys, actually, that sent me a pretty cool email. So I'm going to read it to you. I mean, the email is kind of long, but I'm going to read to you the question itself. And by the way, I'll put it up here so you guys can follow along. The question that this person sent me was, hey, Mr. Bubbles, if you had to start a pressure washing company all over, what would be your first 10 steps and why? Guys, I absolutely love this question. Wanted to tackle the question. So the 10 things, we're going to divide that up into 2 episodes. We're going to cover 1 through 5 today. Now, usually when I do these, multi-part type episodes, I usually post them together. So right after you finish watching this one, go ahead and watch part 2 so you can get all the 10 steps that you're going to need. And remember, this is all part of the same series that we're doing, which is like preparing you guys and, for you guys to open up a successful pressure washing business in 2025. I'm giving you guys a lot of your foundational things that you need in order to succeed in this industry. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1, research and development. Okay, guys, now a lot of you guys are actually at this step right here. The things that you want to research is everything that is related to the industry itself, because, the industry, like any other industry, it's going to have its own lingo, for example, its own set of equipment that is very intrinsic to the industry. For example, the other day I showed you guys a J-rod. No other industry uses a J-rod. So you want to make sure that you research everything that there is to research about the industry. Like one of the series that I recommend you guys here on the channel is we have a downstreaming series, and if my memory serves me correctly, I think it's episodes 140 to 150. It's 11 episodes, guys, of just going out. Each episode's like an hour long of us just doing house washing. So you're going to get to see what downstreaming is. That's another thing is you want to watch a lot of videos about downstreaming versus soft washing, what the difference is. Understand the difference, you know, between all the machines that we use, like AR-45, Honda 690. Understand all the ins and outs of the industry, guys. So you want to make sure that you research all of that stuff. And I know you guys, as being part of my community, you know, I have so many videos on my channel that covers all of the topics related to the industry, but I would even research things that are outside of the industries, like, you know, things that you need to learn about being an entrepreneur. Because if you guys have never ran a business before, guys, having the employee mindset versus the mindset of an entrepreneur, completely different things, guys. Water and vinegar. So you need to make sure that you research those things. Get a lot of research. I know that, you know, you should get, I would say, a few hundred hours, 500 plus hours of research. That's going to give you a lot of depth, a lot of experience, even without, you know, being in the industry yet. You're going to have a lot of foreknowledge, because guess what, guys? When I started in this business, YouTube wasn't really a thing. There was nothing like this out there. So, you know, guys like me, guys that have been in the game for 12 or more years, like, we learned everything through the school of hard knocks by doing it the wrong way first. I don't want you guys to learn that way. So first, watch as many videos as you can, not just from me, but from other content creators as well. You know, you're going to learn how to wash roofs. You're going to learn how to wash, for example, a deck, a driveway, all the systems that, you know, are supposed to go behind that. And you guys take a bunch of notes and make sure that, you know, you really dive deep and you pay attention into these things, because somewhere down the line now you're going to put into practice the things that you learned on those videos. So highly recommend you guys do a lot of time doing research and development. Number 2 on my list, after you've done all of this research and development, now it's time to put a plan in place and execute that plan. So you're going to write down the things, for example, you know, I actually have a list, by the way, 10 things that you need to do right away when you're starting a business. And actually, let me go over this with you, because like one of the first things that you're going to need to do when you put together your plan is you're going to need a name. Let me that list that I told you about 10 things, I'm going to name off 3. So you need to add a name. You know, you need a company name. You need to get all your LLC paperwork together, you know, so you can open up a bank account. And then also, you know, in your research and development phase, you got to figure out if you need licenses in your area and what you need for those. But anyway, so number 2, LLC paperwork, so you can get your bank account. And number 3, like your logos, your marketing scheme, like the color scheme and all of that stuff. So those are the top 3 things of that list that I told you about. If you want that list, just email me. I can send that out to you. But what I wanted to talk to you about on that list, specifically when we're talking about the planning phase and the execution phase, the number one thing, guys, if you think about it, you know that old saying, there's a lot in a name. You have to pick your name properly. And one of the things I highly recommend you do not do is, you know, name the company after your name. Like, let's say your name is Mike, for example. Don't name your company Mike's Pressure Washing or John's Pressure Washing. Like, give it a professional name, because, you know, guys, I mean, if you want to make a lot of money, it all comes down to image and branding and all of that. So what I actually did for you guys here on this one is, I went to my chat GPT and I said, hey, you know, if you were opening up a pressure washing company, what would be the names, you know, the top 10, 12 names? I forget the amount that I put on there. But anyway, it spilled out for me 10 really, really cool names that I want to share with you guys. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll put it up here for you guys so you guys can, you know, have it here on the screen, but I'm going to read off these names. Again, these are names available that ChatGPT gave to me for you guys to be able to pick some of these names. So, number 1, Precision Wash Pros. Really like that name. Number 2, Aqua Force Exterior Cleaning. I really like the name Aquaforce. You know, Aquaforce, you could do a lot of variations. The Aquaforce Pro Wash, Aquaforce Power Washing Services. I just really, really like the name Aquaforce. Okay, aqua meaning water, water force. I like that. Number 3, Clearview Pressure Washing. Love the name Clearview. Number 4, Tidal Wave Exterior Cleaning. Love the name Tidal Wave. That opens yourself up real good for like a really good, cool logo with the, you know, blue water, ocean water wave. I like that. Number 5, Fresh Start Power Washing. Number 6, Supreme Team Wash Pros. Really like that. Supreme Team. Number 7 is by far my favorite. True Blue Wash Pros. I love the name. There's something so amazing about that name. I really like that name, True Blue. True Blue. So True Blue Wash Pros. Guys, for example, if you decide to pick this name, True Blue Wash Pros, you know, you can go to my my guy that designed my little Mr. Bubbles logo. You can get a cartoon character, or maybe it's like you know, an animal of some kind that's blue. So it's like your mascot. You know, think of it like your company mascot named Blue, and then your company can be called True Blue Wash Pros. And then imagine a wrap with a mascot, a blue, like a blue animal of some kind, mascot all over. Man, guys, you want to talk about branding yourself properly in marketing? There you go. That's a great name. True Blue Wash Pros. Number 8, Next Wave Power Washing. Number 9, Top Notch Power Wash. Really like the name Top Notch. Cannot go wrong with that. And you can do the variations, right? Top Notch Wash Pros, pressure washing, power washing, etc. And finally, number 10 on this list, Hydro Edge Pro Wash. So again, guys, here are the names right here. You saw it up here. I would pick one of those names and, you know, just go with it. I really like the name True Blue. You know, there's a guy in my area that has a company. His name is Mark. And he has a landscaping company. And his company, the name of his company is Mark's Landscaping, right? And this is my point here about the name thing. Guys, guess what? There's 4 guys in my area named Mark. Completely different people, and they all run their company. One's called Mark's Grass Cutting, the other one Mark's Landscaping, the other one's Mark's Lawn Care. I mean, guys, so when you Google it, you're going to run into a bunch of Marks. That's not very professional. So I would put a name that's very unique, like my name, Mr. Bubbles. Very unique name. There's nobody else around me that has a name like Mr. Bubbles. It's actually Mr. Bubbles Power Washing. But the point being is, pick a name that is going to be able to open up yourself for a lot of great branding and marketing, which is going to help you out a lot in the future, okay? Number 3 on our list, okay? And I remember, guys, we're talking about like the top 10 things that I would do right away if I was starting a pressure washing business from scratch all over again, okay? So number 3, we're talking about marketing strategy. Here's the deal. You need to establish a marketing strategy for your company, and I'm going to suggest this to you. I have you know what, for you guys that are new, I'm going to put up here for you my my postcard. Now, you don't need to take a screenshot of that. You can email me and I will send that design out to you. You know, the idea here is that you copy that design, because obviously, guys, you want to copy things that are successful. That way you can take, you know, a shortcut to success, because you're already doing the things that, you know, are working, the things that have been lab tested by people like myself. So, you know, this postcard, by the way, is part of our marketing blueprint for new guys. I will email that to you. It's like, I forget all the things that are on there, but if you follow that blueprint, man, you want to talk about a blueprint for success when it comes to a marketing strategy. But what I wanted to bring this point home to you guys in terms of your marketing strategy as a new guy. A lot of you guys are running to your Facebooks and your Yelps. You don't want to do that as a new guy, okay? You want to establish for yourself a boots on the ground marketing campaign. Now, I have a PDF. It's called Boots on the Ground Marketing. It's got 10 very specific things on there that you have to do. Just email me, guys. My email is in the description of this video. Email me and I will send that out to you. But the essence of your boots on the ground marketing strategy is going to be a face-to-face marketing campaign. What does that mean? You want to go out there and shake people's hands. You want to go to businesses, homes, do a door-to-door campaign, talk to people. And then when you go to those people's homes, make sure you take your postcards with you and, target dirty houses, because you're doing a lot of target marketing with your boots on the ground marketing strategy. That's going to work great for you guys. Really, guys, when you're brand new to the industry, you don't need like 10, 15 streams of marketing. You only need about 4 or 5 really good ones. Stick to those, master those before you move on to anything. And I recommend for you guys, boots on the ground marketing. Number 4 on our list, we're talking about online presence. Guys, there is absolutely no way, zero chance you're going to run a successful business in 2024 and beyond without having a strong online presence. And this is the 3 things I want you guys to focus on. 2 of them are free. That being your Google My Business and your Facebook. The other thing is your website. So your website, guys, you can go to GoDaddy. They actually have a website builder. You can watch videos on YouTube on how to build your website with GoDaddy. Super simple. For your first time, it might take you about 10 hours, so you can do it over, 2-3 week period. If that is something that is not up your alley, you don't feel comfortable with those sort of things, then guess what, guys? Guess what? You can just go to Fiverr. I'll put up the website up here, Fiverr.com. You can actually hire somebody on there that will build your website for you, whether through Wix.com or GoDaddy. You just buy the domain name, and then you can hire someone to build that for you. And the great thing is, in the beginning of this video, we talked about the business in a box, how it has over 300 pictures. Guys, you're going to need some of those pictures for your websites and stuff. So make sure that you do get your business in a box and you have a strong online presence, because again, there's absolutely zero chance you're going to run a successful business without it. And then also, your Facebook, for example, that's something that is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you any time, energy, effort, it does cost you some time, because, you got to put all the pictures in there. But again, all of you guys watching this, you have Facebooks. You can just go in there and add your company site on there. The one thing you might have to pay for on there is your landing page. Make sure you get a professional landing page for your business Facebook account. But anyway, the point here being, guys, is that that's not a lot of money. You put that stuff up there, it's going to create content for you. And finally, what I really wanted to talk to you about is your Google My Business. I can tell you this, guys, I've been in a business for 12 years now. About 7-8 years ago, Google My Business was, it was there, but we weren't getting like a super amazing result from that, like we are, from 5 years ago to today. Google My Business is huge now. It's huge. You got to make sure that you have an optimized Google My Business page. Again, I recommend you guys watch episode 56, because we did a complete breakdown on that, on how to optimize your Google My Business, including map citations and geotagging and all kinds of stuff we talked about on there. So make sure you watch that video. And then again, your business in a box is going to help you out with the optimizing, because, the keywords that you're going to need, your pictures will have all the keywords on there that we talked about, the pictures that you're going to post on there. So again, make sure that you open up a Google My Business, because that's something that you should have done in your research and development. Guys, opening up a Google My Business is like a 6 to 9 week process. So it's something you got to get going, because it's not something you're going to be able to do overnight. Okay. So make sure you have those 3 things when we're talking about online presence: Google My Business, website, and then got something caught in my throat. So Google My Business, your website, Facebook. The only other thing I would add on there, something we talk a lot about on this channel, is your next door. That's super simple. You just go in there and create an ad and you put it live. It's like $100 a month, brings you a lot of customers as well. Make sure you have online presence. Number 5 on our list. Wow. Something that I talk about a lot on this channel. I would say if it's not the number 1, it's the number 2 thing. Networking groups. When you're building a business, guys, from scratch, okay, you want to make sure you join a lot of groups, your local BNIs, your Chamber of Commerce, your Better Business Bureau. There's a bunch of groups that you can find, like entrepreneur type groups on Facebook. As a matter of fact, there's a group that I met on Facebook, and they actually meet in the real world. The first Tuesday of the month, we have like a breakfast buffet together. There's like 120 of us. We help each other out in which way that we can. We recommend each other to our customers. So you want to make sure that you join these groups because they're not very expensive. And guess what, guys? One of the biggest secrets of successful people is understanding the power of networking. The problem with networking is that it doesn't provide you with instant gratification. What do I mean by that? You see, whenever I go to these groups, guys, it's not like I meet Bob and then boom, tomorrow I'm doing Bob's house. Networking does not work that way, guys. Networking is something where, you're putting in the work today. It's going to give you result 9 months later or more. We just did a job. What was it? What is that thing called? That sport? Tennis. We just did 6 tennis courts, and I got that job because of a landscaper. I met that landscaper because I was out in the field. I started networking with him, and I was like, hey, I'll get you customers. You get me customers. And that's how we do it. As a matter of fact, there was a job, I actually mentioned this in one of the videos. We just did a gas station a couple weeks ago. Guys, it was a $5,000 job. It was post-construction gas station cleaning. And, again, it was $4,800 job. We got that job because the guy who did the asphalt there, that company suggested us come and clean up everything before they put the asphalt. That guy gets me a bunch of jobs. I get him a bunch of jobs. That's how networking works. Join your networking groups and then also network with other service industry professionals like, for example, HVAC is a good one. Your lawn care people. Guys, a little known secret here. Landscapers absolutely hate power washing anything. They don't have the experience, the know-how, or the wants, or the equipment to be able to do that. So, you guys can go in there and say, hey, man, I will wash all of your houses for you. I'll work for you. You charge your client whatever you want, and then you pay me. That's going to give you a lot of business. Imagine if you had 10, 12 landscapers. We have about 30 landscapers in our local area that call us to give us, jobs for their customers. And again, networking is a two-way street. It's one of those things where you help people and people help you. But networking is one of those secrets that, guys, I did not learn this secret until like year number 7, started really doing it in year 8. And then my business just quadruple after that. So highly recommend that. That's all I have for you guys today. I really, really appreciate you coming to the channel and watching this pressure washing advice video. Highly recommend you watch part 2. It's already out. Just go ahead and click. And also, guys, if you notice in this episode, I've mentioned 2 or 3 things that I can email you, that I can send to you via email. Just email me. Again, my email is in the description of this video. Just email me, and then I will send you these great resources which will help you grow your business, because that is the point of the Mr. Bubbles channel, is to help you guys grow a successful pressure washing business. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.